Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we'll be talking about how Quant will lead to blockchain powering the world. On the 18th of February, the Quant CEO and founder, Gilbert Verdian, spoke to Oracle surrounding developments and detailing the intricacies of Quant and how Quant could affect the world, especially through blockchain utility and interoperability. Verdian initially discussed the inspiration surrounding developments of Quant's offerings, namely overledger.
Where did the idea for Quant come from? Do you have an interesting origin story?
Well, yeah. So the idea is I've got a 20-year history in cybersecurity. So I've been at the technical level and the C level. And so during the financial crisis around 2008, I was in the government, in the treasury, and I saw the first paper on blockchain probably 2 or 3 weeks after it was released. And it really interested me. So, I did something about it, got the rest of our government on it. So the UK was the first country to look at blockchain officially. And I started working on it in the background because it really interested me. And moving into other departments around 2015, I had a problem with the way blockchain was evolving. People were building the technology in isolation, and that was not the right way to do it for mainstream adoption. And so I started talking about how to interconnect all of these proprietary networks, all these siloed blockchains using like an overlay. And then that's when I established the ISO standard for blockchain. So it was a great way to bring harmonization through ISO and allowing vendors and technology providers to create the technology that will talk to each other. And that's what led to overledger. So having that platform for interoperability, so you can have different types of blockchains, internal, external, permissioned, permissionless, to be able to interoperate and talk to each other.
As indicated by Verdian, blockchain technology is innately inoperable, whereby datasets native to specific blockchains are limited in their ability to share datasets with other blockchains or DLT offerings. This limitation is a key sticking point, which may limit the ability for the wide-scale utility of blockchain technology by bodies, namely businesses or even nations. This limitation subsequently led to the development of overledger, which acts as an overarching platform which blockchains can directly interact and plug into at a given time. The ability for blockchain offerings being able to interact with overledger will enable datasets on respective networks to be able to be shared in a seamless and transparent manner. Overledger goes a step further, whereby overledger enables legacy platforms to actively interact with the interoperability offering. Thus, datasets on blockchain offerings can be shared with legacy networks and vice versa. These factors will lead to improvements in blockchain offerings being more widely available to the overarching marketplace and corporations. During the interview, Verdian detailed how blockchain technology could be used by a multitude of bodies, not just within the financial sphere.
So you mentioned government, public sector. Who do you think has the most to gain from this technology?
Yeah, I think it's one of those technologies that's quite transformational. So we're seeing aspects of blockchain being used in pretty much everything. I think financial services is quite ahead. They were one of the first sectors to start looking and experimenting with the technology. So we're seeing a lot of traction, and most of our customer base is in FS, and that's my background, coming from payments and financial services organizations. And I think it's now being adopted and spreading to be quite broad. So we're seeing other sectors around supply chain, sustainability, provenance, identity, etc., being used for blockchain use cases. And it's quite exciting because, as I was saying, this technology, it doesn't come around often, and this transformation doesn't come around often. I think the last time we had this big impactful change was .com era, about 20 years ago. So we're right in the middle of this new type of digitization and tokenization that's happening around digital assets that everyone's adopting.
In your opinion, what's the future of blockchain?
I think the future is quite ubiquitous, and blockchain would be integrated into various applications and use cases that we use. The same way, Qualcomm or 4G or 5G chips are used in your phone, you don't know what they are. They just allow you to connect to the mobile network. But blockchain will allow us to connect to all of these blockchain networks and to transact securely. The financial services sector is maturing and transforming to use digital assets. So money and different types of assets will be interoperable, and they'll be global, so they can roam across all different countries and network.
As mentioned by Verdian, the benefits surrounding the utility of blockchain technology could be leveraged in a number of instances and within a number of industries. Blockchain technology offers an abundant number of benefits over the likes of legacy networks, namely in terms of scalability, security and cost effectiveness compared to legacy frameworks. These innate benefits will go a long way in providing accessibility and overall improvements in corporate or national network offerings. The benefits surrounding blockchain utility will require an overarching network which provides connectivity between such offerings. This degree of support could be achieved through the utility of Quant's overledger offering. Verdian also offered details surrounding how blockchain technology will aid in overall improvements in payment action options and bringing new and innovative use cases surrounding monetary activity, namely the active programming of money.
I think what we're seeing is the inclusivity of different customers and consumers. It is more specific to financial services, but one of the projects we're working on is creating the Latin American dollar. And that's basically an interbank network for 12 countries initially. It's done by the Inter-American Development Bank with a whole bunch of partners. And we're building this infrastructure and basically upgrading all of these nations to modern payments infrastructure so they can actually do real-time payments, they can do exports, person-to-person payments or SMEs exporting things and getting paid in real time, and really improving the lives of people and giving them access to better money, better payments, and helping them grow. So it's quite a nice use case we're part of.
You kind of just answered this question, but why would a consumer, a lay person, be excited specifically about the interoperability in a blockchain?
So what blockchain is making possible is for your money to be global and be able to roam with you. And you could take your bank account anywhere in the world and use it across different systems, different networks, different countries. So it's quite exciting from a consumer perspective because it gives you access to your money in a new way, but it also allows you to kind of control and program your money in a new way. So some use cases are if you're getting a delivery and you want to make sure that it arrives at 6 p.m., you can actually program that to say, if this delivery arrives at 6 p.m. and I'm happy with the quality of the goods that I received, then release the money. So it doesn't automatically, it's not binary. I mean, you can add some logic to it. So that's quite exciting. And having your money travel with you all around the world opens up new opportunity, new payment products, and new ways consumers and businesses can serve the market.
The mentioned effects blockchain technology could have, especially regarding financial initiatives such as the programmability of money, has led to the vast majority of major central banks actively researching or in the process of developing their own CBDC. As mentioned, blockchain offerings are innately inoperable. However, Quant's offerings, namely overledger, could act as a means of connecting such CBDCs, which in turn will lead to improvements in the ability to induce cross-border payment action seamlessly between CBDCs. With future CBDC networks looking likely to be built on varying technological innovations, such networks will require an overarching platform to facilitate the active interaction and connectivity of such technologies. Overledger's interoperability mechanism will enable future innately inoperable CBDC networks to seamlessly connect. This factor will enable cross-CBDC implementation to support cross-border exchanges when different central banks are using different ledger technologies. Development surrounding CBDCs and Quant isn't limited to its overledger offering, whereby Quant's multi-ledger token stablecoin is another mechanism to induce interoperability mechanisms. MLT stablecoins will act as the underlying payment method which induces the interconversion of fiat CBDCs. This will aid in payment action execution in the new era of finance in CBDCs. The qualities associated with Quant's MLT stablecoin has led to the banking institution, the International Monetary Fund or IMF, directly leveraging MLT technology for use with CBDCs that are sent to and from and operate on many distinct blockchain and legacy-based platforms. Multi-ledger tokens have the potential to be utilized for numerous blockchain and financial uses, which will continue to expand as the utility of the technology grows and new business models emerge. With blockchain technology looking set to make a key contribution in developments across all industries around the world, the likes of Quant will see increases in its demand and utility to enable the seamless and active ability to induce interoperability between blockchain offerings as well as legacy networks. What are your thoughts on Quant? Will Quant power the world? Let us know your views in the comments below. Become a Crypto Clan member by joining us on Telegram and Twitter, where we talk all things crypto. Thank you for watching the video. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe and click on the notification bell. Let us know your views in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.